We talk a lot on University Beat about the research done at USF, and it can be easy to think of research in the abstract, theoretical, and often impersonal. But for one Bay Area man, a war veteran, the work being done here is extremely personal. It has helped him stay connected to his children, his mate, and his lifestyle. Hedel Gandhi reports.
Rick Cicero and his fiancée Lynn live for adventure, jumping out of planes, kayaking on the water, firing shots at the gun range. It's all part of their love for life and for each other.
He is one of the most kind-hearted, generous people I know.
And she motivates me in ways that no one could ever imagine.
Motivation that would shape Rick's life following a devastating injury in 2011 when he was serving as a military contractor in Afghanistan.
And unfortunately, that time I didn't realize I was straddling a pressure plate. So as I turned to get out of the position I was in, I activated the device, and it immediately blew my right leg off below the knee, caused severe damage to my left leg and my right arm.
A former sergeant with Special Ops, Rick was now a double amputee, facing a long road to recovery.
When you get out and you get the list of, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, you'll never do this again, you'll never do that again, it takes a whole lot out of you. And my goal is to prove those medical professionals wrong. To prove to them not only can I do it again, I can do it as good as most able-bodied people.
That attitude made Rick the perfect candidate for the state-of-the-art prosthetic testing at the University of South Florida's Motion Lab.
All right, go ahead and step on up into here.
Dr. Jason Highsmith is an associate professor of physical therapy and rehabilitation at USF. He also works with the James A. Haley Veterans Hospital in Tampa, helping hundreds of amputees like Rick.
It's been, I want to run today. How do we do that? And so we would get a gait belt and we would run with him up and down the hall. And he was a lot of challenge at that time to hold up, but now, as you can see, he can do it on his own. That's very characteristic of non-amputee gait, and so that is a good place to be. So
I try.
Looking good, yeah.
The running prosthetic was just the first step. Rick was also the first in the nation to test the Genium. It's the world's only microprocessor-controlled knee, which anticipates movements and then adapts.
Within the first couple of months of walking around on a Genium, I was back in a bike suit and wearing dogs again.
From training dogs to his own personal fitness training, Rick is so determined he created his own push-up device. When he showed it to researchers at USF,
they took it to the next step and said, geez, this is a really great idea. It really looks wonderful. Can we make it better? And they built 3 variations, and the 4th variation is sitting outside the door, and it's the only one I didn't break.
USF's team also created prostheses for kayaking and rock climbing. They pioneered military functionality testing by using obstacle courses to determine whether certain prosthetics would allow a wounded veteran to remain in service. They even helped thousands of amputees get insurance coverage for a computerized leg device by proving it works. It's all part of their work to help keep active guys like Rick moving forward.
He's very independent functionally. He teaches weapons classes and different things. He continues to associate with the military community, the veteran community, and even in the private sector. He's a lot of fun to work with. He's a very inspirational individual, and yeah, we just enjoy having him as part of our research.
If I can set the example, if I can motivate others to do it, then they're going to want to rise to the occasion.
Job all the way across.
Rick's biggest motivator is his fiancée, Lynn. He had a crush on her back in high school, but it was only after his injury that the two reconnected.
He just completely brightened my day. I remember going on Facebook later that day and posting, I got to talk to Rick Cicero today. It was so awesome.
4 years later, they're engaged.
I will tell you that she is worth getting blown up again all the time and any day. And little Miss Lynn is the love of my life.
Rick's got plenty to live for and the tools to make it a life worth living.
I'll be danged if I'm going to let life pass me by.
For University Beat, I'm Hetal Gandhi.